History. Chapter 1. A Period of Transition. Part 3. The Industrial Revolution. Hello students. We've learned about the Renaissance and Reformation that changed how people thought, and the geographical discoveries that opened up the world. Now we'll explore perhaps the most dramatic economic transformation in human history, the Industrial Revolution. This revolution changed not just how things were made, but how people lived, where they lived, and how societies were organized. What was the Industrial Revolution? The Industrial Revolution was a period when production shifted from handmade goods to machine-made goods. It began in England around 1750 and gradually spread to other countries. Before the Industrial Revolution, most goods were made by hand in small workshops or at home. Craftsmen worked with simple tools, production was slow, and goods were expensive. The Industrial Revolution changed all this through new machines, new power sources, and new ways of organizing work. Why did it begin in England? Why did the Industrial Revolution start in England and not somewhere else? There were several important reasons that made England the perfect place for this transformation. First, England had accumulated vast profits through overseas trade. English merchants had been trading around the world for centuries. This wealth provided the necessary capital, the money needed to build factories, buy machines, and start new businesses. Second, England had acquired colonies in Asia, Africa, and the Americas. These colonies ensured a regular supply of raw materials like cotton from India and tobacco from America. Colonies also provided guaranteed markets for finished goods. English factories could sell their products in captive colonial markets without much competition. Third, England had abundant natural resources, especially iron and coal, which were essential for industries. Even better, these resources existed close together, making it easy and cheap to transport them. Coal powered the steam engines, and iron was used to make machines, tools, and eventually railways. Fourth, the enclosure movement in England had created a large workforce available for factory work. In the enclosure movement, wealthy landowners fenced off common lands that poor farmers had traditionally used. This forced many farmers off the land, creating an army of landless, unemployed people who needed work. They moved to cities and became factory workers. Fifth, England had a large shipping industry and excellent transportation networks. This meant no problem transporting raw materials to factories or moving finished goods to ports for export abroad. Key inventions and inventors. The Industrial Revolution was driven by amazing new inventions. Let me tell you about some of the most important ones. In the textile industry, several inventions revolutionized cloth production. John Kay invented the flying shuttle in 1733, which made weaving much faster. James Hargreaves created the spinning jenny in 1764, allowing one worker to spin multiple threads at once. Richard Arkwright developed the water frame in 1769, using water power to spin thread. Samuel Crompton combined these ideas in his spinning mule in 1779. Edmund Cartwright invented the power loom in 1785, mechanizing weaving. In 1793, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin in America, which quickly separated cotton fibers from seeds. The most important invention was James Watt's improved steam engine in 1769. Steam power could run all these new machines. Factories no longer needed to be located near rivers for water power, they could be built anywhere there was coal. Steam engines also powered locomotives and steamships, revolutionizing transportation. In transportation, George Stephenson built the first practical steam locomotive in 1814. Railways spread rapidly across England and then the world. John Macadam developed better road construction methods, making road travel faster and more comfortable. Steamships replaced sailing ships, making ocean travel faster and more reliable. Impact on society. The Industrial Revolution profoundly affected every aspect of society. Let's look at the major impacts. First, it resulted in mass production. Factories could produce vast quantities of goods quickly and cheaply. This meant more products were available at lower prices. However, these goods had to be sold somewhere, which led to aggressive expansion into colonial markets in Asia and Africa. Second, industrialization caused massive urbanization. People moved from rural areas to cities in huge numbers looking for factory jobs. Cities grew rapidly and became very crowded. This led to serious problems, housing shortages, rise of slums with terrible living conditions, and health and sanitation problems. Diseases spread quickly in crowded, dirty conditions. Third, the Industrial Revolution brought countries and people together through improved transportation and communication. Railways and steamships connected distant places. The telegraph and later the telephone enabled instant communication. The world was becoming more interconnected. Fourth, it caused socio-economic polarization, the division of society into distinct classes. Two main classes emerged, the capitalists who owned factories and the workers who labored in them. Capitalists accumulated enormous wealth, while workers often lived in poverty despite working long hours in dangerous conditions. Children as young as 5 or 6 worked in factories and mines. This led to shocking social inequalities. The capitalists' hunger for more wealth led to exploitation of workers. Workers had no rights, no job security, and no protection. They worked 12 to 16 hours a day in unsafe conditions for low wages. Women and children were paid even less than men. If workers complained or tried to organize, they were fired. Rise of new economic systems. The terrible conditions and inequalities created by industrial capitalism led to reactions. Socialism emerged as a response to capitalism's evils. Socialists believed that wealth should be distributed more equally, that workers deserved better treatment, and that the state should control major industries to prevent exploitation. Some socialists became communists, believing in complete government ownership of all property and means of production. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto in 1848, calling for workers to unite and overthrow capitalist systems. Conclusion of Part 3. The Industrial Revolution transformed the world from agricultural societies to industrial ones. It created unprecedented wealth but also terrible inequalities and suffering. It connected the world but also drove imperialism and colonization. In Part 4, we'll explore how industrialization led to imperialism and affected countries like India.